So last class we had discussed about so what is Docker file and so how to write a Docker file and already we discussed right few Docker instructions and all. What is can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, and so last class we discussed right. So Docker instructions and all from what is from. So if you want to which is the base image. If you want to add any base image, so that is the from and maintainer, that is author information, or if you want to add so any description about your Docker file and all, so we can add it. And so what is run instruction? If you want to execute any command, so that case we go for run. And so what is add instruction? If you want to copy files host to destination, that is your local host local files or container. If you want to copy files local to container, and so you should go for add instruction. And what is that is copy, right? Add means so mostly if you want to Docker. Okay, where I am in Mumbai, this is not my region. Let me come to your region and add. So add instruction mostly mainly we go for so if you want to connect any remote server, and if you want to download, if you want to download anything, and that case you go for so add. And what is difference between already we seen right, cmd and entry point. Cmd and entry point, so both are the both cmd and entry point instruction execute the commands. And so these both are executing while creating containers, only. So while creating containers only, cmd and entry point will execute. So I hope already last class we discussed all these things. So anyone any doubt? So clear guys? Anyone any doubt yesterday last class? So already we seen right how to call, and so what is difference between CMD and run. So these are already we added a few differences and all. Run will execute, so run will execute the while creating image. CMD will execute while creating the container. So that is, and already you know right. So how to sample programs and all already we seen. And so today we'll see a few more things. Today we'll see few more things. And so let me connect to my instance. So click on. Check it. So how to first sudo hyphen I, just I connected root user. And how to check a Docker service is running or not? Systemctl, systemctl status Docker, systemctl status. Anyway, Docker is running. Let me check. So Docker images. So how many images you have? I have many users. You images Docker ps hyphen a. Let me delete all these things. How to remove all containers? Docker, Docker rm hyphen f dollar. So Docker ps hyphen aq. If you want to remove all containers, and so how to remove all images? Docker rmi. Rmi means image. Okay. Dollar Docker images. Docker so images. Now there is some problem. Docker images. Now check it whether it deleted or not. I hope already deleted. Now I don't have anything. Suppose if you want to create your own image, there is a Docker file. So Docker file is the text file, and so this file contain so Docker instructions and all, and Docker daemon will execute this Docker file top to bottom only. So top to bottom only. So already we have Docker file, right? So let me check it. Cat space so Docker file. So already last class we run right. So this is the from. This is also one instruction, and this is the so this is the base image. So this is the base image, and this is the maintainer. And if you want to copy, we can use a copy. And so if you want to download anything, so that case we go for so this add and all. So let me create so how to create so one more Docker file. Next I'm going to rename it. Okay, so how to rename the file, guys? Command, I want to rename this Docker file. How to rename? Okay, so now ls, now let me create a va space. I need to create so tomcat related container. So I need to create my own image for tomcat. I need to create a own image for tomcat. And so first already this code available here github.com. If you want to, we can clone my repository. Okay, so this is the maven web application. And so go to any branch, development branch or test or feature branch and all. So there is a docker file is there. This is the docker file. So this is the docker file. And so just I am copying here only 2 lines. Whatever you want, we can add it. Now coming to here, I am going to create one docker file. Vi default file name is docker file. Docr docker file. This is the default file name. Insert, just copy and paste it. Now here I am going to update this file and all. I don't have this maven web this file I don't have in my local. So I need to update. So now here, which is the base image, guys? So this is my base image. This is my base image. Tomcat colon 8.0.2020 JRE8. This is the base. Now if you want to add a maintainer, and who is maintainer and all, we can add it whatever you want. So author and all, so we can add it that email id or some information about whatever you want, we can add it. Now if you want to update any package and all, and what is the instruction we use? Run, right? So run. mm. So if you want to update any package, what is the linux command, guys? If you want to update anything, m, I want to update packages. So what is the command? If you want to update any package, linux command, m update, update hyphen y. Now anyone, any doubt, guys, here? M hyphen y also we can use it. Or if you want to display any command, not only this, suppose if you want to install any package, if you want to install git software, how to install git software? Git package. Hello, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, so I want to install so git package in my server. How to install? M, mm,
M install.
same, whatever you want, so m
Yeah.
install git hyphen
Git
y. That's it,
hyphen
whatever you
y.
want. So for example, if you want to see what are the files and all, or if you want to create one directory, mkdir, 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 I want to create one directory. So for example, I need to create so dev apps directory. That's it. So what is the run keyword? So run as the, what is run? This is the instruction, and I see it will execute all linux commands and all whatever we are using, linux commands and all, so that and all, so we can use it. So that and all, so we can use it. So run space ls, or if you want to, we can add multiple run in same docker file, already you know, right? So run space run instructions. For example, if you want to print something, we can add it. So I want to print one directory, or if you want to print create one file, touch space. What is the file name? For example, I want to create also devapps.txt file. So it's in the same docker file. So if you want to, we can add multiple run instructions also. Run instructions also. Now clear, guys? And also if you want to print something, already you know, right? CMD. You know, right? CMD. We can pass a shell form or executable form. So whatever we want, so we can pass it. I want to print. So see here, like this we can add based on our requirement. So with the help of Docker instructions, we can add many things. But this is executing while creating the container. This is executing while creating the image and all. Already you know, right? So already you know. Now, so how to copy file? So before that, I need one sample file. How to download? Uh, download Tomcat download. Tomcat download. So if you use Tomcat download, click on go to here, and so here there is a war file I need. Right now I don't that war file. Mm, mm. Here is document. First web application. Under this web application, so deployment, not deployment, right? So sample application, and so this is the one sample application. Let me copy this link. I need that war file for testing purpose. First, let me download that one. Control X. How to download any file from remote? What is the command, guys? I need war file for testing purpose. Right now, I don't have anything. How to download any file from internet? What is the Linux command?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spinner update. wget
Yeah.
wget space and URL. Wget space URL. Now clear. Now see here. So now that is downloaded. Now this is the downloaded. Now, so now I need to update this file. Okay. And vi docker file. Vi docker file. Let me copy this file name. This is the only welcome one file. If you want to, we can testing purpose, we can use it. Insert. Now add it whatever you want. So now see here, copy, copy, and what is the file name? Sample.war file. And so where you want to deploy, guys? Tomcat. So Tomcat, this is the default path. USR user local user local slash Tomcat directory Tomcat slash and web apps web apps slash. So what is the file name? Sample.war file. I want to deploy to web apps directory. This is the common only. Now see here. Anyone any doubt here? So now this is the from instruction. This is the maintainer. This is the I'm ls-la. Whatever you want, we can type it, and it will display all files and all. I'm creating one file, and so I'm copying file. So this file already available in my current path. So sample.war file. So if you want to deploy Tomcat server, which file it will support? War file, web archive file. And what is my target path? User. This is the container path. This is our container path. USR, local, Tomcat, web apps. Under web apps, I am going to deploy it. That's it. And this is the echo statement. While creating container, it will execute. So now I'm using one more instructions. I'm going to use one more instructions. If you connect any container, there is a one more instruction is there. And so what is this? Mm, work dir. WORK. Work dir. Work dir. So if you connect Tomcat container, you know right how to connect Tomcat. So I am using a Docker exec. I am using -it container ID and bin bash I am giving. So by default it will go to root directory only. I don't want root. Anyway, I will show you. First we will see here escape colon x. Now how to create our own image, guys? Tell me command yesterday command Docker. What is the command? How to create your own image? How to create your own image? Docker. Hmm. Anyone? Docker build hyphen. Right now, do we have any images? No, right? Now, what is the command? How to create one image? Last class already we seen, right? Same command only. Tell me that command. హలో, డాకర్ వినిపిస్తుందా, వినిపించలేదా? డాకర్ బిల్డ్ ఐఫన్ టీ. Next, image name. This is very very important. Enter also. So most of the people asking how to create our own image. So if you want to create your own image, what is the syntax? Docker build hyphen t. Next, what is the image name? Test Tomcat. I'm giving colon version number. We can give anything, v1 or 1, whatever you want. And data. What is dot represents? What is dot here? Dot means
Updated file,
current
sir.
current working directory.
Current file.
So
Yeah,
where is
okay.
your Docker file? Same path, right? That is the reason I given dot here. Dot represents current working directory. That's it. So now see here, it is pulling first layer. See here, total how many steps? 6. First step from, now it is pulling Tomcat image. Now what is the second step? So what is this? Second, maintainer. And what is the third step? See here, it is running ls command. It will display all files and directories. Next step, run. It is created the devops.txt and so copied to I deployed into the user local Tomcat. This is the default path in Tomcat container. User local Tomcat web apps. Okay, and so finally, so this is the welcome. Anyway, it won't run here while creating the run container only. Now image is ready. Now check it, Docker images. So now check it, Docker images. Now this is my image, this is my repository, this is my tag name, and this is image id. Now how to create the container, guys? Tell me anyone. Docker ps-a. Right now I don't have any containers. Now tell me how to create a Tomcat container. Already last class, right? If you know this syntax, that's it. No need to learn very big commands and all. Now tell me, Docker, hmm, Docker run, hmm, hyphen.
I find IT.
No need to connect, right? This is the server, right? Hyphen D, detached mode.
Okay, okay.
If you want to connect detached. Next hyphen port mapping, port publishing. What is here argument? Hyphen small p or capital P? Last class I explained two, right? Small p. Small p means we have to manually mapping your host path to container path. No, 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 sir. I don't want to mapping. That case, we can give a capital P. Okay. No need to give. Anyway, I am giving small p 8080 colon and container port. What is the default Tomcat port number? This is the host port mapping. This is the container port number. This is the host port number. Now clear, guys? Anyone any doubt here? Next,
No,
image ID. Image ID. This one. Copy this one. That's it. So now check it. Container was created. Check it how to Docker ps-a whether it is running or not. Now see here, it is created 5 seconds. It is existed state. Now see here, what is the log? So there is a problem. This is the image on the problem. It is not running. Now how to check logs, guys? Docker. How to check logs? Container logs. Now that is not running. Status is existed, stopped. Now how to check it? Docker
Docker log
logs and container ID.
container paste.
Now see here, only welcome. This is not started, right? Only cmd command only. It is printed only cmd. Which image I took? This is, I think, there is a problem. So last class I given one name, right? What is that image name, guys? Same version or different? I given. Let me check repository. Is there any different? Or else here also I used it somewhere. Now we can check here also. Where is I keep it? This file, right? Somewhere also open jdk java Same image or any different? Tomcat. Let me check it. Which cat space? Docker. Same image name, right? Tomcat 8.0.20 hyphen JRE. Correct? JRE. JRE 8 only. Okay. This is not started. Port number. It is stopped. Let me start manually whether it will work. Docker start. How to start the container? Docker start container ID. Docker start container ID. Now check the Docker ps hyphen Docker ps hyphen exist. There is no problem. Docker images. Docker search. Search Tomcat. Last class I used one image, right? Anyone any idea? What is that image ID? That is working fine, right? This is the Apache. Now Tomcat bitmap. JT Enterprise Edition. Or we can use this one. Anything we can use it, but few images it is they uploaded that is not working properly. Sensor base. Let go to here. Here also we can search it. Hub.docker.com. Hub.docker.com. Now sign in. This and all I will explain next class. So if you have username password, just log into that app.docker.com. So here also we can see that images and all official images. Just search here Tomcat. Just search here Tomcat. So now there is many images available. Click on this. Click on this, and so directly they are using Tomcat only. So directly they are here. We can see many versions also. So now we can check it. So older versions also. These are the tags. Tomcat hyphen. Here we are using one version, right? What is that version name? Cat space. This version is available or not? Just check it. Whether they updated or same version is available or not. Now see here. This is not available. JRE5. So these are the tags, guys. If you want to, we can check all tags and all specific versions and all. We can check it. If you click on tags, so these are the so 9 hyphen JDK open slim. Okay, 8.5 and check hyphen V. This version is not available. 8 8 hyphen JDK open JDK. This is based on your requirement. We can use anyone. Let me check this one whether it will work or not. This is a JDK 21. Mm, any related older version? This is 11 tag 11. We don't want 11. 8 JDK is there 821 8.5. Let me copy this one whether it will work or not. Okay, we'll check it here. Now see here sudo vi Docker file. Okay, just come to insert. Like this we need to update the image and all. So which version you want? So that version. I don't want Docker full. I am using also from Tomcat colon 9-21 slim. Okay. So escape colon x. How to create image? Same. Remaining story same only. Docker build. Docker build. I am using version 2. That's it. Now it is pulling new image. Okay, that's it. Now Docker images, and so it is a Docker images. New image created. Let me create one more container. Docker run -d -p, and so I am using so 8081 colon Tomcat port number 808. That's it. And so just copy this colon, or we can use directly image also version 2, and so that's it, right? If you want to Tomcat container name hyphen test Tomcat. This is my container name hyphen name. If you want to give container name and all, we can give it. Anything missing? Docker run -d -p port name, that image name. That's it. Now check it. Docker ps -a. It is also not running. VA. Let me remove this one. It is printing, right? I copied, insert. It is printing a command. Okay. I don't want this one. This is also. These are not problem. This is not a problem. But actual CMD we need to update. On these 3 images, I am giving -3 test image. That's it. Now Docker images. Clear the screen. Now check it one more container. Docker run -d -p and 888. I am giving 8080 and just version 3. Why it is not running? Version 3. Now Docker ps-a. Now it is running, right? So now it actually earlier CMD is the there we need to use echo statement, right? It is printing and it is come outside. Now I remove the CMD. Run and all not a problem. Now see here. Now it is running. Now copy. What is the port number? 48. So how to check it whether it's running or not? Go to here. Copy this public IP address and just check it. Colon 888. Now if it is not accessible, what is the problem, guys? So make sure that whether this port number allowed or not. Where I need to check it? AWS.
AWS.
So AWS under which section? Now this is the problem. Real time also they are asking. So your Tomcats, your container is running, everything running okay. There is no issues, but you are unable to access your server. So now it is running, right? Now we can check logs also. Docker logs. So now check it. If we have any issues and all, we can check here also. Now see here, everything working. See started. How many seconds? Milliseconds, 520 milliseconds. Within the 520 milliseconds, everything working fine. But I am unable to log into my server. What's the problem? So make sure that
We
whether
need to
this port
provide
number
the port.
that port number is
Provide the
allowed or
host
not.
number.
Mm. So go to
Yes.
here, go to security and
Inbound rules.
security groups, and go to inbound rules. In real time like this, we are adding all port numbers. Don't allow blindly, don't allow blindly all port numbers. And so whichever port number we need, only that port number we are going to allow. So click on add rule, custom rule, and what is the port number we need to allow? 888. Now clear? That's it. This is very, very important. Okay, now coming to here, just refresh it. Now see here, page not found. Now what is the problem? Page not found means now this is the server is running. So we are unable to. So now see here not found. Request is not found slash, and which application I deployed? Sample. Which application I deployed? Sample. Now see here. So welcome page and all. So now my server is working fine. This is for testing purpose. I downloaded one war file, right? So that is the sample.war file. Sample.war file. Now see here, everything working fine. Now if you want to check logs and all, now you can see whether it is deployed or not. So now see here. So here also somewhere we can see where is that sample.var it is deployed. If you see this log somewhere we can find that name also. We need to check it top to bottom, and somewhere we deployed this. See here. So user local Tomcat web apps under web apps I deployed sample.var file. Deployed the deployer var deployment of the web application. So what is the path, guys? Now we can see in real time also same we are checking logs. If that application is properly deployed or not. So is there any errors? So if you want to check it, so this is the command. Interview also many people asked how to check container logs. Okay, what is the command? Docker logs and container ID. Anyone any doubt?
No,
Clear,
sir.
guys? So like this, so now we know. So this is my Docker file, and same way we can add few more instructions also. Now if I connect my container, now observe here. If I connect my container, how to connect container, guys? Docker ps-a. So this is my container. How to connect container? Docker. mm, how to connect container. This is also very, very important. Interview also many people asking how to connect container. Docker
Um,
exec. Next
yes, yes, sir.
hyphen it,
That,
hardly mostly
yeah,
10 to 15 commands only. Exec hyphen it, container
container ID.
id. Next which prompt you want to connect? Bash prompt only.
Bin dash.
Just command
Bin
prompt.
dash.
That's it. Now see here. If you see by default you are in which path? User local Tomcat directory, correct? If I connect my Tomcat container, so this is the default, it will go to this particular path. I don't want this path. I want to pointing out different path. So that case, there is a one more instruction is there, work dar. What is this? Docker, Docker, so work dar. If you use work dar, specifically it will go to that particular directory. Specifically, it will go to that particular directory. Docker work dir command. Okay. So this is the official document, which is that this is the Docker data. Okay. So now see here, this is also Docker instruction. And so if you want to, we can print something echo also work dir work dir. Now observe here. So if you want to set somewhere, there is multiple ways we can set it work dir. So work here also these are the, so see add copy environment variables. If you want to set port number from also instruction, if you want to set label and username volume. So these are the some of the Docker file instructions. See, environment variables are supported by the following list of instructions in the Docker file. So under this Docker file, so we can add many work dir. So how to add work dir? Now observe here. This is the work dir. The work dir instruction sets the working directory for run cmd entry point copy and add. Whatever we want we can use it. See here work dir. So work dir space and by default so where you want to go that path. So now I want to go to this particular path. Now same thing I am going to update here. Now control PQ and VI Docker. Earlier I am going to see which path here. I don't want this path. I want to go to different path. Now see here insert. So after this, so if you want to go particular path, so what is the command? What is instruction? Work dir, work dir. I want to go to this default path, guys. OPT directory. I want to go to which path you want default OPT directory. That's it. That is your wish. That is your wish. Whatever you want. Working directory. Work dir means nothing but working directory. That's it. Escape colon X. Now let me create so image. So Docker build hyphen T. Docker build hyphen T. I am using so core. That's it. So Docker images. Now see here image was created. Docker run hyphen D hyphen P. Now I'm using so 8585. So this is my and so 8080 and image ID. Just that's it. Okay. Container created. Now see here Docker ps hyphen A. So now see here container was created. Let me connect this container. Docker run exec hyphen it and container ID. So this is my container ID. This is my container ID and space bin bash. Bash or bin bash. Okay. Now see here. Now I'm in which directory? Earlier it is showing so different directory, right? User local tomcat. Correct. User local tomcat. If you connect right, so it is showing. So see here, user local tomcat. So this is the default. So directory. I don't want to go to this directory. I want to go to one default directory. I want to move to which directory? So this is the which directory? OPT directory. OPT. So that case in my Docker file, I added one line. What is that line? Work dir. So if I connect my container, by default, I want to connect. So which directory? OPT directory. Now anyone, any doubt guys here? Yes or no? This is very simple only. All instructions are very simple only, but we need to understand. That's it. Now clear? What is work dir? Default working directory. Which directory you want to connect? See here. Set the directory for. Set the directory for. If you connect your container, which directory you want to connect by default. Now got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are same only. Now and so we'll see one more echo. If you want to print already you know right. Now as of now, which one I covered? Mm, MS Paint. Tell me few instructions as of now we discussed right. So what are the instructions you know? Interview also many people asking. Hmm. Run. Next, sorry, first from right. Next, maintainer. Next, run also you know. Hmm. Next, work dir. Next, copy. Next, add cmd entry point. Hmm. Next,
Connect, sir.
only as of now we covered this only right. From maintainer, run work directory, copy, add cmd entry point. Okay. Now, so now we need to write work directory already know. There is few more instructions also available. Now check it here. So for example, user. I want to go to user. Okay, so user arguments. If you want to, we can pass arguments also. And so user one, whatever you want. Now how to user. Now see here user also we can set like this. There is different ways also we can pass it. Now see here which user you want to execute. Scope. So an argument a variable define comes into the effect from the line on which you want. See this is the base image and user. I want to connect one particular user. Or also we can use arg username, arg username, and user equal to we can set that name also. There is different ways we can use it. Whatever we want we can set it, whatever we want we can set it. Now same I am using here. See here user dollar user colon or arguments equal to username we can pass something. Here also I have some example, just check it where I use it, I don't know. So now check it, control F. This all very simple only user. Now see here, user also one instruction. We can use user also. Ident and value export environment variable CMD already know copy entry point values and all will see. We can use directly user also. We can use user also. Now see here, I am going to add which user you want to execute. Which user you want to execute. So now see here line number 2 argument setting or run where you want to from setting. There is multiple ways we can pass user equal to username, arguments equal to we can pass some name whatever you want, so that name also we can call it. Now simple will find a sample one. Anyway I am copying same thing only. Now coming to here control pq, I am in container, right? Alt control pq. Okay, now see here va docker file, va docker file, and so insert, and I want to run, I want to add some users also. So now see here, just paste it. So user equal to, here I am giving for example, just assume I want to execute root user or DevOps user, whatever you want. And so arguments equal to, here also we can call that DevOps and we can set that. Or simply if you don't want, I don't want these arguments also, I want to set a username. So here I want to execute my username is, for example, right now it is running root, right? Whichever user you want to execute, so that case we can use so user and username. Very simple. A different way also we can call like this also. Now see here, first we need to get from user. First we need to get from user, that user dollar user colon some username, and arguments we can set that username and we can read that user also. There is multiple ways we can call. Simply I am calling so directly user. Next somewhere they can use username, user user ID. I don't want user ID. Whenever they used, here they didn't use user group. Anyway, simply I use it directly. This is very simple way. So if you want to set a user name, so user is the instruction. So this is my username. This is my username. No, I am not executing root user. So if you are using any different user, and that case we can use your username. That's it, username. And if you want to add arguments also, we can add it. See here, Control X and all. And next, same Docker build hyphen T and right, image name. So Docker build, already I have that same name I'm giving. Okay, why do you want Docker build hyphen T? I'm using a version 5. That's it. Now see here, user also it is running a DevOps user, and so Docker images. So Docker images. Now let me run the same thing. Okay, docker docker run hyphen it docker run hyphen d, same story, hyphen p. I am using so 8080 already. If you are using, it won't work. Now 8080 and a maze id or tag name, whatever you want we can pass it. I'm directly giving, so that's it. Anything missing? Docker run user is not available, right? Now see here, actually that user is not available. And which users available, guys? How to find the users and all? There is one file, right? What is the file? All users list file. All users list file. Linux command మర్చిపోయినారా? So cat space slash etc slash pass wd. These are the user. Let me check. So any user available, DevOps user? No, right? Now understand. Actually, we are getting one error message. Why I am getting that error message? అర్థం అవుతుందా అర్థం కాలేదా? So here I am getting one error message. Unable to find user DevOps. What is this meaning? So in our Docker file, user equal to I given DevOps user, but that user is not available in the mission, right? So how to create user,
Yes, sir.
guys? How to create user? Tell me username. How to create user? Linux command. How to create user? One or two user people also asked. This is very simple one, right? How to create user in Linux? How to create user? User add username. Now clear? Or add user also, both
Yeah.
are it will work. Add user username DevOps. That's it. We can both are it will work. We can user add username DevOps. So now check whether it is created or not. Cat space slash etc slash pass. This is the default file, guys. If you want to check users list and all, so this is the default file name in Linux. Now see here. Now user was available or not. So like this we can create add user also, both are working. Add user, for example, DevOps1, DevOps1. So DevOps1. Whatever you want we can use. Now see here, cat space slash etc slash pass wd. This is the file name. Now see here, this is the user id. This is same configuration. I hope everyone know. This is the default file. Just remember, if you want to check users list and all, so this is the cat space etc slash pass wd. Okay, so like this, we can add so many arguments, whatever you want. So now expose command. If you want to set the port number, so if you want to set the port number, and so that case we can use so expose instruction. So how to use expose, you don't know, right? Just check here. See here, expose. If you go here, expose, Docker expose, Docker expose. So if you use Docker expose, now see here, mm, official document. This is the Docker. How to use expose and all. Same, create container, and here also they given some example. See here, so they say Ubuntu and expose 8080 port number. But anyway, this is a Tomcat, right? What is the default port number, guys? Tomcat. If you want to set by default 8080, so in our file we can set that port number also. So where is official document? Docker document, right? So this is the, here also all keywords available. Expose, Docker volume start run e, right? Expose. See here, create expose command. Export Docker create. check it for search. Mm, expose. Now this is the export port number. Already I given, right? Hyphen P. Expose publish port, not this one. Sorry, only instruction. I need instruction. Not this. It is not coming properly. Docker file. So expose instruction informs Docker that container listens to the specific network port at runtime. If you want to set the default port number at runtime, so that case we can set that one. We can set that one. So how to add it? Same way. Now let me directly add it. Already we know, right, how to add it. So VA, what is the time now? 9:30 I have call. Just I will show you. Okay, insert quickly. So if you want to set the port number, so what is the right? This is the key, instruction expose, and what is the port number? Which port number you want to set? So this is the Tomcat, right? Which port number you want to set? 8080. So that case we can use expose. Expose also one instruction. Expose also one instruction, and so we can check it. Okay. So like this we can add all instructions in Docker file. Finally, we need to create a Docker image, your own image. From this image, we are going to create your container. Now got it, guys? This is very simple
Yes,
only.
sir.
So first we need to write the Docker file. If you want to write a Docker file, first you need to understand Docker instructions. How many instructions available? No need to remember all instructions. So some basic important instructions only, that is keywords. From, copy, add, cmd, entry point, and so run. Next, what you know, right? Work here. These are the expose. And if you want to add user, and so there is few more environment variables. Volume, right now we don't know, right? Volume. So these are the main instructions available in Docker, and with the help of these instructions, first we are writing Docker file. Once Docker file is ready, and with the help of that file we are going to create your own image. Once image is ready, and next we are going to create your own container. So this is the whole story. I hope you got it right. So anyone, any doubt here? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it from my side today. I have one more call, 9:30 office call, and the next class I will show you a few more examples. So how to write, install some of packages and all. Already in the document, already I mentioned. If we have any time, just to go through it. But anyway, next class I will show you few more examples.